Hello, Earth signs. Welcome to Reflexive Moon Tarot. Today we are doing your V-Day special love readings, as well as oracle readings for folks who are both in a relationship with themselves or somebody else. What your inner goddess message is, as well as what your inner heart has to say, and we will clarify with the Garden of Lucid Daydreams Oracle deck, as well as tarot. So we'll use a Next World Tarot card to also clarify and set the tone. And then we will move into a reading with the Erotic Tarot. So before we get started, I would like to acknowledge that YouTube is located on the unceded territory of the Ramaytush Ohlone peoples, and I really think it's important for us to acknowledge the displacement of nations of people, basically. So we'll leave it at that. Show some love to the land and acknowledge its first inhabitants. We'll start off with this one. We have the Messages from the Stars Oracle deck. Love messages from the stars. So this is intended for folks in relationships or in a fabulous relationship with yourself as well. And we have Galadali. Everything in love is invention. Create, soar over the ordinary. It is by being the shadow that one emits most light, and be immortal rather than available. So let's see what the messages are. More detailed messages from Gala are. Okay, so Galadali was the Russian-born wife of poet Paul Eluard and later the surrealist Salvador Dali. Famously, Dali bought Gala the castle of Pubol in Girona. I'm probably not doing that word justice, but could only be accepted within its confines by presenting a written invitation from his spouse. Gala was often a model in Dali's work, and he would sign his work with both of their names. She was also a muse to other artists and writers, including Max Ernst, Louis Aragon, and Andre Breton, although Breton's inspiration turned from love to hate. Eek. She left her castle as well as a legacy of art as a testament to her love and lovers. So, for all of you folks out there that subscribe to polyandry and polyamory, this one is for you. And be immortal rather than available. Interesting. So, I don't know. There's definitely an element of narcissism that is embedded within this card. But I feel like this is definitely an empowering card for us femme identifying folks out there. I'll leave this here for now. And we'll see what the hip hop queens have to say about your situation, Earth signs. So yeah, getting grounded in your options. And making room for your admirers. I really love, the idea of muses as well. I think that they get often overlooked. Far too often overlooked. But making sure that you're with somebody that acknowledges what you bring to the table, as you can see here. And then we have Megan the Stallion, Pride. So classy, bougie. What's happening? So Megan the Stallion, what does Megan have to say? So pride, being proud of yourself, you know, having a solid foundation, which should come easy to you, being an earth sign, in your fabulousness. So that's really, really important. And Megan, what Megan has to say as well, is if you pull the Hot Girl Meg card, which is this card, if it's time to take a moment to celebrate your accomplishments. If you're too wrapped up in the end, you may miss all the milestones with your means. So pat yourself on the back, earth signs. It's okay to take pride in who you are and how far you've come, be it your personal life or your professional one. Trying to bury your light will only make it difficult to dig back up when the time comes to strut your stuff. Struggling with your sense of self can seem futile, so tap into your inner savage. I'm not really a fan of that word, just saying. And shine on with your body, yada 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 yada. So this may, you know, having the physical nature that you have, being an earth sign, this may be a good time for you to just get in touch with your body, get active, and just be proud of what Creator has given you in your fabulous self. So let's pull from the Next World Tarot and see what energy, grounding energy, tarot has to offer us in this situation. Ooh. The Sun. Joy. What brings you joy? This could be even a child's or young people in your life. So, what sparks joy in your life? And, you know, go out there and get it. Get some sunlight even. It's not always a bad idea. Then we have number 41. So this card is more of an autumny type of vibe where it's letting go. You know, just before we go into sort of that sleepy phase of winter, this card really speaks to just like the passing and shedding, you know, to make room for the new. And this could also be, you know, having to reprocess things, maybe things that are bad memories. And it could also indicate that you're being too clingy. So you really do need to do that work focusing on letting go, because you could be too clingy to a previous glory. Maybe you're holding on to your youth too much and you sort of need to mature up a little bit. Or you could be feeling that your best times are behind you, and that's not really healthy. There's so much more to look forward to in life. And, you know, fabulous words of Madonna, absolutely no regrets. There's no point in regretting things. It is like what's done is done, and you know, you have the rest of your whole life ahead of you, and there's no reason to sort of dwell on the past. So, you know, with the theme of keeping that joy in mind, being proud of yourself, all that you've accomplished, and the gifts that you have to offer, then, you know, you're good to go. Let's see what your inner heart has to say here. Following your heart. Look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. So, messages from Source. All right, so we're going to move into a tarot spread for you, earth signs. And let's keep these out for a minute. Just put them off to the side. like so. And we'll get into this tarot read for you all with the erotic tarot. I'm loving this deck. It's very inclusive, a little bit naughty, but also loving. And it's not overboard by any stretch of the imagination. It's a very normalizing deck. That's what I love about it. Let's normalize normalizing things, Earth signs. That's how we'll contribute to getting the world grounded. Okay, so death. Damn. So we got some change. We got the ending of a cycle to make room for new. That's what's great about the death card. Ruled by, well, it's the number 13. So when you think 13 moons, that could be, it could be a year since you have anything really. Maybe go back and look at what was going on for you last year and take that moment to give yourself a pat on the back, right? And to sort of connect with source on that level, to see how far you've come along, over the past journey that the earth has taken around the sun. We do have the sun that came through, and it's something, the fact that we've survived up until this point is pretty commendable. And let's see what else here. So I believe death is also ruled by Scorpio, and there could be some deep-rooted emotions that are trying to come through and reveal themselves in order for you to process. So that's something that you're going to have to put your mind to on some level. And this could also be for folks who are in relationships, needing to either rekindle the fire, like that, sort of bring in that Four of Wands energy, or just get honest about how long you are willing to wait for the water to run dry. Maybe you don't want to wait at all. Maybe you just want to sort of exit stage left from your situation. And Page of Roses. So you are learning how to channel your fabulous grounding energy that is rooted in healthy activities, taking care of yourself in the most fabulous way possible, just having a really great time. Working hard at making your surroundings and your self-gratification the most pleasurable experience, like a full circle as well. Just really giving yourself an opportunity to grow with, the new things that you explore, self-discovery wise. So you may want to branch out. Something's coming to an end for you. You want to branch out and put yourself out there. You want to reactivate emotions that have been put away for the sake of survival. Maybe you've numbed out for a period of time and it's time to wake up. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles. So fulfillment with health, career, finances. That's overlooking the situation. That's what's in the cards for you. Hard work. Like just noticing, taking pride in what you've worked hard to achieve, and really taking in your success up until this point, Earth signs. Ooh. And within, there's still, getting to know you is still a mystery. There's still a lot of wonder that is at the core of you getting to know yourself, of you understanding yourself and accepting your fabulousness. Being confident in your own skin and knowing, like being able to navigate through that, through the unknowns, the day by day, the hour by hour, the minute by minute cycles of change that we go through within our subconscious, that really is a great mystery. You never really know how what's outside of you is going to impact you within. So it's just really feeling good in your skin no matter what influences you externally. That's powerful. That is very powerful, earth signs. Then we have the 8 of shells. So in the emotional realm, you are doing some very serious, like, self-exploration. You know, you've really you could have really experienced a great deal of loss, and maybe you're walking away from a situation or you have walked away from a situation. It could have been like, up to a year ago. We do have this cycle of a year that has come through. But either way, this is a self card. This is the picking me card. This is, I choose me. I want to learn and grow. I want to discover all that is all that it encompasses me. And that was a decision that you've made within your fairly recent past. And then we have the King of Pentacles reversed. So it looks like, there is somebody in your life that really has a terrible attitude or terrible money practices. And this could also be you needing to pay off debt. You perhaps have been overspending, maybe as a coping mechanism to get through the past little while, some hardships. But either way, this could also be someone that you're forced to interact with on some level, that's going to maybe come back into your life, who is relatively needy and maybe trying to hustle you, but does not have the capacity to really think beyond themselves in terms of taking responsibility financially and career-wise. You may also be feeling like you're not in it to win it when it comes to your career. And it could be that you want to, take it in a different direction, or incorporate some new practices, or let go. Let go of things like, you could have picked up some type of extracurricular something for the purpose of obtaining some passive income, and it's not working out for you. It's actually taking up way too much of your time. Or you could be just taking on other people's financial burdens, or being a financial burden yourself to others. Either way, this is just something that you're going to have to look at. It's going to, you're going to be facing this in the near future, and it's most likely you as a person, or somebody else in your life as a person, that's going to sort of trigger this need to explore and grow in that way. Your attitude, though, is very sound. You're very logical. You know that you're a boss. You know that you know how to nurture whatever it is that you need to grow mentally in order to manifest externally, physically, emotionally, internally. And like the Queen of Feathers is a boss. Like, she's very centered in justice and just, growth of the mental realm, mental growth. She's all about using her mind. So you really need to put your mind on your money. You need to put your mind on your subconscious. You need to keep your mind on your physical well-being, as well as your career development. Don't worry too much about how everything looks. Worry about more the quality of your experience, or how this is contributing to your future in the long term. So we have the Three of Wands. And, you know, the energy within your environment, the way that others see you, they see that you're putting your energy into things that don't matter. And, you know, there could be some truth to that, but it also could just be that you need to stick to your guns and do what you feel is right. Because it's really important to do what you feel is right. Where your heart lies is not really anybody else's business on some level, like on one hand. On the other hand, though, like, you know, if you're kind of on the brink of going down the rabbit hole, you know, you're dealing with the sort of the slippery slope of taking too many financial risks perhaps, or, you know, you just really need to come out of some isolation, or just really get your money in order and put in some good work, put your mind on getting to work as opposed to making easy money. That's really something that you may want to take into consideration. Where are your goals? What's your plan? You know, that's the kind of thing that you need. Like, what are you putting out there, and why aren't you getting any return? So taking the time that you need, having, you know, you hope to have that moment. And your fear would probably be more like taking too much time to think about it, overthinking about things. But giving yourself like a real good hard look at everything that it encompasses, what it is that you're doing right now, financially, within matters of the heart, you know, how this is going to look for you in terms of, you know, who you want to attract in your life. Do you want to attract somebody that is going to hustle you, who's just looking for easy money? Or do you want to really attract, you know, your true equal who puts in time and effort, and also like that emotional labor, you know, being emotionally intelligent to know where and when and who to attract that's willing to put in that emotional labor into your situation is quite the skill to have. So that's really, really important, Earth signs. Ooh, and then we have the Page of Shells. So look at you, learning how to get to know you, learning what works for you, what feels the best. So exploring your emotional well-being, exploring what you have to offer emotionally, right? And learning that reciprocity, like the balance of give and take, of understanding your needs as well as how to be emotionally present to the needs and desires of those who you seek to be in relationship with, or those who you seek to, you know, experience some type of any kind of intimate involvement. So with that, good luck, Earth signs, on your development through, you know, this fabulous walk of intimacy, or into me, I see. Just kidding. Gotta love that mystic Messer. But anyways, actually, I'm pretty sure that movie is controversial, so don't watch it. But shout out to Mike Myers because he's funny. Anyways, thank you so much, Earth signs, for checking out my channel. Please do hit that like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Happy V-Day!